Welcome to the Carriker Chronicles, the People Show. Checking the Pulse of Rescue Nation, brought to you by XCancer. Check them out at XCancer.com. Today I am joined by my daughter, Trinity.
Hi. Okay, so my name's Trinity Carriker. Yeah, I'm his daughter, and I'm super cool. And a lot of people call me Trinity, even though my name's Awesomeness.
If you haven't watched these shows, we don't rehearse what we're going to say. So it's as much a shock to me as it is to everyone else once we get rolling. I must say, you have the best hat on I've ever seen.
Oh, thank you.
And apparently I failed with my son Jacob because he likes Michigan. Apparently I'm doing much better with you. Is that correct?
Oh, yes. Oh, and my brother is very silly.
All right. So quickly, you've been on the show before. You've been coming on for years. Give the fine folks an update who've been watching. You come on this show for years on my Thursday prediction shows. What sports do you play, and what is your favorite team?
So I play basketball, softball, and soccer, and then next year I'm going to play hockey again. And then my favorite team is Nebraska.
All right. Is it right if we talk a little football?
No.
I literally don't know what to do. Can we talk a little football, Nebraska, Indiana?
Sure.
Okay. All right. So she's going to give her prediction at the end of the show. She's the true expert.
Mm-hmm.
Until then, I'll just blow some hot air. So here's my hot air being blown. Now, Nebraska coming into this game, if you didn't know, is 1-3. Indiana is 3-1. Nebraska is, however, opened as a 3.5 point favorite. And at the moment that we're recording the show right now, that line has grown to 6.5 points, which mildly to moderately to extremely shocks me. Anyways, the over-under at this point is 61.5 points. Now, here are my three keys to the game. First and foremost, it's the defense. If we can't stop them, we don't have a shot to win. It's just that simple. We're the 127th ranked defense in the country, the worst pass defense in the Big Ten. I'm not going to speak a whole bunch of other bad numbers that nobody wants to hear. Here's the interesting thing, though. Indiana, again, is 3-1. Okay, they score an average of 28.75 points per game. They give up an average of 29.25 points per game. So even though they're 3-1, the point differential is actually a negative, which is crazy for me. They do have the potential to put up a lot of points on the scoreboard, though. In the show I mentioned yesterday, go back and check that out, where I talk about Mickey Joseph's press conference, get my top three takeaways from that. They just ran 104 plays against Cincinnati last Saturday. Okay, now the most amount of points they've put up all year so far is 35 versus FCS Idaho. But if we can't stop them, get off the field, they're going to keep running plays, so who knows? Defense got to play good. Number two, offensive line. All right, we can't have Casey Thompson running for his life. And Anthony Grant is a freaking stud at running back, but I don't know how he finds holes sometimes, and we got to create more holes for him. All right, now Nebraska, on the other side of the coin, averages 30.5 points per game on offense, and we give up an average of 35.5 points per game on defense. Now, the most amount of points we've scored all year is against an FCS opponent as well in North Dakota, and that is 38. Now, here's the deal. We don't have a chance to win if the defense doesn't play better, and if the offense doesn't look like we've at least practice blocking at some point this year. Okay. And number three, because I do think this will be a close game, can we finally win a close game? Okay, first key is defense, second key is offensive line, third key is winning a close game and finding a way to do so. All right, now here's my score prediction. All right, my score prediction, and then we'll get to the experts' prediction. I have Indiana 35, Nebraska 38. I tried to pause for effect and did a bad job. Now, why did I pick Nebraska to win? I have no freaking clue. Why not? I think it ultimately, for me, came down to the bye week. We should come out fresh, rejuvenated, at least for a little while, you would think, going into the next part of the season. And I think that's the reason I ultimately picked us to win, is just coming off a bye week. What's your score prediction there, Trinity?
Well, first thing, one thing to say, Nebraska is definitely going to win. They're like the best.
There you go.
And then I predict Indiana is 38, and then Nebraska is 42. Because we are better than Indiana. And I do not agree to his score prediction.
But they have the same team winning, right?
Yeah, because, well,
right.
I'm better.
All right, go big red noise. Remember,
throw the ball!
This show is brought to you by XCancer. Join the fight at XCancerStore.com and support your loved ones, your neighbors, and cancer fighters all over the world and help them gain access to revolutionary treatments. XCancerStore.com has a wide variety of t-shirts and merchandise supporting a wide variety of cancer battles so you can show off the colors that matter. Proceeds from each purchase not only help those at home, but also cancer fighters in Tanzania, Africa. Check them out at XCancerStore.com.